Hi, my name's Jen Barbarowski.
And I'm Dawn Barbarowski.
And we live in Iowa City, Iowa. We were legally married this summer on July 12th. We were really fortunate. We had the day to share with our daughters. We've got 2 daughters, McKinley and Brien.
It made it so important to us that our extended family had come from different places around the country, and our friends. We had some of the other Varnum plaintiffs, and even Camilla Taylor from Lambda came to share this really important moment with us.
Dawn and I have been together for almost 20 years now. It was one of those kind of hokey stories of just love at first sight. I knew the moment I saw her, that's who I want to be with. Decision day was such an interesting day. We didn't have a whole lot of time to really prepare.
For us, it's really clear cut and obvious that our civil rights were not recognized and that we were being discriminated against. But so we didn't know what was going to happen. So all the plaintiffs came in and sat down. And then Camilla was looking around, making sure everybody was there and checking. And then her first words then were, "We won." And that just, I can still hear her saying that in my mind. And so we were just still like, wow. and then she followed that up with, it was unanimous. And we just were really overjoyed. For us, it was an honor to be able to be involved with the case. Our daughters now think that the way to celebrate at a wedding is that everybody cheers when the brides or the grooms walk in, which is not a bad tradition. But it's kind of funny since everybody is so happy to really be able to have this same opportunity to marry the person you love.
I'm Jason Swaggerty Morgan, and I live in Sioux City, and I've lived in Sioux City, Iowa my entire life. The decision came out April 3rd, but the first day that we were allowed to get married was the 27th. The judge that we called was actually the same judge that adopted our first 2 kids. And we called the judge, and of course he said he'd be happy and honored to marry us. I once told a friend that I never dreamed when I was young that I would grow up and be married to somebody I loved and have children. I never knew that could be a possibility. And she said to me, "You did dream it, or it could have never happened." I think our family is legitimate, whether the state recognizes us or not. But when the state does recognize us, I think it gives me and Chuck and our children a sense of security. I'm really proud of Iowa. I can't say that I knew all of the details before, but certainly being part of the lawsuit, we learned how Iowa has really been a leader in civil rights.
Brien and I were the plaintiffs that represented the southwest portion of the state of Iowa. Anyone would ask us, "You really think you're going to win? You know you're not going to win." And I just say, yeah, I believe that we're going to win.
We are both from Iowa, and that's been one of, I think we both wrote it in our affidavit and talk about it repeatedly, that we love Iowa, we loved our childhood experience in Iowa, and that we don't want to raise our child anywhere else but Iowa.
Our wedding ceremony was short and sweet, but just as we wanted. It was on Jameson's 3rd birthday. We chose Judge Hanson. He was the judge that made the original decision giving marriage equality in the state of Iowa.
We both had our siblings there. Ingrid's mom was with us. And then we had 3 of the plaintiff couples with us that day, and then a handful of our closest friends.
We can't say enough good things about Lambda Legal. There's just a special place that Lambda Legal has in our hearts, and I know in the hearts of so many people in the state.